Okay, in terms of sequestration, it's actually going on quite a few places around the world. We have a gas recovery effort that's going on in this Insula project in Africa. If you go on the web, you'll see this reference to Sleipner. This is a project offshore Norway where it's a natural gas field, and they're extracting the natural gas from that field. And Norway has imposed a very severe penalty, a tax, on Statoil if they would just separate that CO2 from the natural gas and then emit it. So what they've been doing since the sort of late 1990s is stripping that CO2 out of the natural gas so it can go to market, and then re-injecting the CO2 back into its formation called the Utsira formation. It's a sandstone formation that's offshore. They've been doing that about 1 million tons of CO2 per year, since about the 1990s. It's a very famous project. This Weyburn project is one. This is a facility that's a coal plant. It's a IGCC, so it's a gasification plant where they capture the CO2 and then it goes in a pipeline across the border. This is Beulah, North Dakota. Goes across the border and is doing enhanced oil recovery there in Canada. And there's a lot of other pilot projects going on, but you'll notice this little blue dot right here. That's our little basalt pilot project here in Washington State. So we've made the national maps even. So in terms of injection, you can't really visualize this, right? I mean, you're down a mile or more underground, so you can't really see this. And you're talking about injecting CO2 in the subsurface, but we can have some imaging techniques, and we use seismic techniques to help image where the CO2 is, but reservoir simulations are really our primary tool. So when we do these, we run these on supercomputers like are out at the National Lab. So we have a well here at that 0 point. So what's happened in that 3D block is that we've put in varying permeabilities of that formation. So as you would expect, the CO2 is flowing into the high permeability sections and mostly avoiding the low permeability sections. So you get that sort of complicated structure that you see here in terms of the reservoir simulations.